Lagos is changing. Across this massive city, new infrastructure is beginning to reshape the way people move, work, travel, and even experience the city. And some of the projects behind this transformation are on a completely different scale. Today, fam, we'll be looking at 3 major projects transforming Lagos State, Nigeria. And of course, we'll be starting with one of the biggest infrastructural projects currently taking shape in the city, the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. For years now, Lagos has continued expanding eastwards. Areas that were once relatively underdeveloped are now becoming one of the fastest growing parts of the city. And with that growth comes a major problem. How do you move millions of people efficiently through an increasingly congested area? One of the biggest answers to this problem is what is currently being built here, the Lagos Calabar Coastal Highway. This project is planned to eventually stretch for about 750 kilometers, connecting Lagos with communities along Nigeria's southern coastline, all the way from here to Calabar in Cross River State. For Lagos section where we currently are now, this part is actually very important. The Lagos section on its own stretches for about 103 kilometers, beginning at Victoria Island and continuing eastwards towards the Lagos-Ogun border. Well, this is not just simply another road. What is being built here is a major coastal transportation corridor that would have complete large interchanges, flyovers, bridges, drainage infrastructure, lighting and other supporting infrastructure. The first section of this project begins here at Hamdu Bello Way in Victoria Island and it goes down to Eleko. This section is approximately 47 kilometers long, and if you've traveled along this part of Lagos, you would see how dramatically the landscape here is already changing. So instead of simply expanding an existing road, engineers decided to create an entirely new coastal corridor. As you can see, this highway includes a wide dual carriageway designed to accommodate large volumes of traffic with concrete pavement, drainage systems, lighting, and major grade separated intersections. But fam, the most impressive part of this project is not just the straight section of the road, they are the flyovers and the interchanges. As the highway moves through the Lekki corridor, it intersects at some of Lagos' most important roads. And instead of allowing these roads to simply cross at ground level, the project now incorporates major interchanges and flyovers designed to keep traffic moving. There's the Jakonde area, there's the Aja interchange, there's the Abraham Adesoya interchange, there's the Songotedo interchange, and there's the Eleko corridor. These structures are really important because Lagos population isn't just growing. The entire Bejuleki axis is undergoing a total rapid development. Residential estates, shopping centers, businesses, industrial facilities, and other developments are now spreading further east. That means the road infrastructure has to keep up. Now, with this coastal highway, there's going to be another major transportation corridor that would not only improve connectivity between communities along the coast, but also support economic development. And now we are going to have better access to some of the major developments taking place in this side of Lagos. If it's your first time on our channel, you're welcome to Alin TV. Of course, we're your favorite travel family. Please do well to give this video a thumbs up so many more people can get to see it. Click on the subscribe button if you are yet to, and turn on the notification bell because that's the only way you will miss out on any of our videos. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much. We appreciate all your love and support for our channel. The second project we'll be looking at today is the Lagos Arena. Right here in the heart of the Lekki Oniru area, another ambitious project is rising. Located close to the popular Palms Mall, the Lagos Arena is being developed as a major indoor entertainment and events venue. Now, when it's completed, this place we're currently at now is planned to accommodate approximately 12,000 people. Just think about that number, 12,000 people inside one indoor venue. That gives you an idea of the scale of what is being planned here. The Lagos Arena is designed to become a multi-purpose venue capable of hosting some of the biggest events in the city. Think about concerts, basketball and other sporting events. Think about entertainment shows. Think about corporate events, large-scale productions, and potentially any international event that requires a modern indoor venue. This project has been reported to cost about $100 million. So that makes it one of the most ambitious entertainment infrastructures developments now in Lagos. I think in Nigeria as a whole, if not Africa. Construction for this project began in 2024, but unlike some projects that are already nearing completion, unfortunately, the Lagos Arena has experienced some couple of delays. The original expectations for completion have shifted, and currently a new date has been released, which is the end of Q2 in 2028. So what we're looking at now is very much a project under construction. You might be wondering if Lagos really needs a project like this. Well, the reason is basically simple. Lagos is already one of Africa's biggest entertainment centers. Nigerian music has now become a global industry, Afrobeats and the likes of them, and Lagos remains the heart of that culture. So with major events like this, you definitely need major venues. When thousands of people need to attend a concert or an event, you need facilities that are capable of handling them. And this is where Lagos Arena comes in, intending to fill in the gap. Now to our final project for the day, which is definitely not the least of them, the Murtala Muhammed International Airport upgrade. I'm sure you must have heard about that. For millions of international travelers, their first experience of Lagos begins here at Murtala Muhammed International Airport. And this airport is now undergoing one of its most significant transformation in years. The federal government has now approved approximately 712 billion naira for the rehabilitation and expansion of this airport's international terminal facilities. And this is far more than simply giving the building a new coat of paint. Terminal 1 is set for a major rehabilitation. According to the Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, the existing terminal will be stripped back to its structural core before being rebuilt with modern systems and facilities. So we're talking about new mechanical, electrical and plumbing systems, upgraded passenger facilities, improved security systems, new interior finishes, and a completely refreshed exterior. So far, we're talking about a complete rehabilitation here. The terminal is also expected to receive a modern glass curtain wall facade, giving the building a significantly more contemporary appearance. I definitely can't wait. So when this work is completed, this won't just be the same terminal you used to know with just a little improvement. The objective of this project is essentially to transform this facility into a much more modern international gateway. Now, the Terminal 2 is not left out. The transformation didn't stop at the Terminal 1. Terminal 2 is also going to be expanded. There's now going to be a new boarding finger and apron expansion that is going to increase the airport's ability to accommodate more aircraft, including wide-body aircraft also. The boarding finger expansion is expected to add approximately 15,000 square meters, and that matters because passenger capacity is not going to be determined by the terminal building alone. I'm sure you know that. You definitely need more aircraft stand, you would need boarding gates, you would need efficient passenger circulation, you would need roads, baggage systems, security, and all these elements have to work together. Fab, let me know in the comment section which of these three projects are you more excited about, which of them can't you wait for, and of course feel free to drop your thoughts in the comment section. I always love to read through them and know what you think about these projects. If you're watching now, you enjoy this kind of video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, click on the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, be a part of our family, and I'll see you in our next video. Bye.